Your community, your station. This is The Cat.
This is The Cat.
On Friday? Yes, it was Friday.
It was Friday.
I sort of losing track of the days. I came to a Malbank school, my old school.
It was your old school, wasn't it?
I know. And I came to watch upstage performance of Fawlty Towers. And I did 3 episodes.
We did. There are 12 episodes. Most
Yeah.
people think there's a lot more than that. But there are 2 series. But they've just been repeated because they're so loved over and over. And we decided that we'd look into it and decide which ones were the best.
Yeah.
And that's impossible because everybody's got their own opinion on what's the best Fawlty Towers episode. So we ran with one called The Hotel Inspectors, which is a brilliant one.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we had another one called Communication Problems, and that allowed us to use someone, a good friend of mine, an ex-student of mine as well, called Sephora Cliff, who's a brilliant character actress. And the 3rd episode we chose was Waldorf Salad, which is one of the most famous.
It's a classic, isn't it? That one?
Yeah, and it's got the angry American in it who.
Yeah.
And the kitchen goes on fire and all of that. So there was a challenge in it, and it was really good.
Going on.
Yeah.
But no, it was very good. So all 3 sort of played into each other. They featured a lot of very talented people, and obviously Basil Fawlty, as we'll talk to in a bit, played by Harry Johnson, was out of this world. He was so good. And was it the Sybil was played by
Michaela Warrilow. She's a local actress, but she's professional. She's done a lot of work for television. But she was fantastic.
You
she
could
came
have
out.
literally had your eyes closed, and you would think that you were watching the program.
We were
it was
so
that good.
lucky. And the 2 of them just gelled. I mean, they had never worked before together, and just the chemistry from day one that was there. And it needs to be, even though the couple hate each other in the program. You've got to love each other to hate each other that much on stage.
You've got to be able to see that as well. Sort of when you,
you
know, as you're an audience member watching it, you can't be thinking, "Oh, these not even getting on." And
definitely. And Michaela was so generous. She gave Harry a lot of advice. Because she's worked with adults who have played Basil Fawlty.
Yeah.
So she was able to impart her knowledge, and Harry got so much out of working with her.
Yeah,
so it was just a lovely experience.
Yeah, no, it was very, very good indeed. So we'll be hearing more about. We'll be hearing a little bit of the script, won't we? It's exciting. So a little bit later on, so do keep tuned in to hear more about that. So Justin, you said that it only took 6 weeks to rehearse.
I know that, and
that's ridiculous. That's hardly any time at all.
I know. Now you say it, when you say 6 weeks, you just kind of think, well, that's a summer holiday. But within that 6 weeks, we managed to direct everybody, cast everybody. The set was made in kind of 48 hours, you know, from construction to painting. Harry and his family worked with me, Jan Johnson, Keith Johnson and Sam Johnson, Johnson crew, to put it together and measure the space up. But it really was quite military in getting it done that quickly. But I think we were unique in the fact that we were calling upon people we'd worked with in the past.
Yeah, you knew people, you knew sort of what they could do, and
exactly.
it could be done very quick.
There's that huge element of trust going, I know this person will learn the lines and be there and not let us down. And it's kind of pulling favours from friends, but you know, when you're working with people you've worked with before,
if you're doing it in a short space of time, you definitely need people that you know can rely on.
Yeah,
especially with Harry, he had so many lines to learn. You just think in the space of 6 weeks how many he actually learned.
It's incredible, and it really is held together by that character, isn't it? It every joke kind of is a consequence of something Basil does or says. So every year when he takes on a part, I'm in awe of just how quickly he memorises the lines.
Yeah, he's very good at that. For 6 weeks, definitely.
Yeah, because you saw the production back in March, didn't you, that we did at Malbank itself, Cash and Delivery.
Yeah.
And the amount of lines he had to learn for that was a lot.
No, there's loads.
But Basil, and it's physical. John
Cleese. A lot of moving about, back and forth, standing up and down. It's very sort of you're running around. It's exactly how he is in the programme as well. You just imagine, what happened in the programmes, because it was very energetic.
And I think that was the hardest thing for everybody in the cast, was that there's an expectation of what you're going to see. And if from the very beginning you're not like what people are expecting to see, you're on a losing kind of tread. But Harry and Michaela, and actually everybody, not only put their own twist on it, but managed to find what was at the heart of the original characters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel blessed having that cast.
Yes, no, it was very, very good. And if you didn't go and see it, then you missed out. Because it was very, very, very good.
Thank you. It was really well supported. We had a lot of local people watch it. Michaela had a lot of people from Stoke-on-Trent, where she's based, come across. And then we had some people from further afield who are just fans of the show. Find out that it's on through social networking and came to visit. We had people from quite far away come to watch it.
Really? So just literal fans of Fawlty Towers just turned
it's got
up?
a following. It's it's huge in different countries. I mean, I'm not saying that we had aeroplanes arriving at Malbank, but no, we were very, very lucky and grateful for the support we had.
And we are going to be joined now. Hello, is Basil? Basil, are you there?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, Basil, Basil.
How are we doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing very well, thank you. How are you tonight? How's the hotel?
Pardon?
How is the hotel? Are you busy?
Yes, very, very busy. In fact, yes, I've got to go make myself some tea in a minute, I'm afraid. Sybil is palming her ears as we speak, so usually helping out as she does, so yes, I'm going to have to sort myself out as usual.
Oh, sounding very busy then, very hectic down there.
Extremely, extremely. Manuel, what are you doing, you stupid man? Sorry.
Oh dear me.
Yes, he's fine. You idiot! What are you playing at? It's all right. Sorry. sorry.
Basil.
Yes.
Or as you're known as, Harry.
Hello.
So you obviously did the show last week.
Indeed.
How did it go? Have you recovered yet from all your performances?
Just about. Yeah, I'm getting there. Still absolutely knackered, but it's definitely getting there. Yeah. It's been a very, very hectic 8 days of continual work, 2 days of building the set, and then obviously the 5 performances. A further day taking it down again. It's been very busy, yeah. In fact, I was speaking to someone the other day. I couldn't remember how long it was, but yeah, I remember it was just under 2 months, so 6 weeks. That's crazy. I haven't thought about it like that.
Yeah, it was. You had a lot of lines to remember, and very impressed that you did that. Managed to do it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
One of the things we were talking about, Harry, was the challenge of taking on role a character people have got really fixed in their heads. How did you feel about taking on Basil?
Yeah, well, as you say, people already know the John Cleese character, and I've never taken on a character that people have known so well before, so that was a massive challenge and a lot of pressure as well. As a review that I've read, it said got big boots to fill, and I think most people realise that.
Yeah, because that is the thing, because there's so many people that know it, and you can sort of if it's on the telly, you sort of just put it on. One of those shows that you can literally sit there and just watch.
Yeah.
And, you're having a bit of a laugh and stuff. So, so you work with lots of different people. Tell us about your people that you work with, because you've worked with some of them before, haven't you?
Yes, Justin Williams, I've worked with him before, and there's Rob West and Jess Mullock, who played Polly and Manuel. I've worked with them two before last year on the last Upstage production, which was The Priory. Michaela, who we worked with, who played Sybil, that was an absolute honour to work with her. She was brilliant. An absolute honour to work alongside her.
I think one of the nicest things, Lois, is that we were lucky to work with a group of people, as I said to you before, that we could trust, that we knew that would pull it out of the bag, that had that confidence and that experience.
Yeah, and working alongside such a great bunch of people, it's brilliant. You don't get to do it very often.
I think it's one of the unique things about our project is that there are not many companies that have that luxury, have that opportunity.
Just a group of friends who enjoy putting productions on, and that's why we've done it. No other reason, just we love doing what we do. And I think that's something that a lot of people have taken from it, even people that have watched it. Like my grandma's friends who have come to watch it, they've all been so supportive of it and said it just looks like they're thoroughly enjoying themselves on stage. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can definitely see that. I mean, you're sitting there, because knowing that some of the guys and stuff from this thing, but from just sitting there, if I didn't know who the people were, you'd know that everybody got on really, really well. It's just so nice to sort of see, such a great group of people getting along and, like you said, doing something that they're passionate about.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, you and Justin actually directed The Priory last year. Was this, was it easier or harder to sort of direct this play this time round?
I'd say this was a lot more of a challenge than last year. Definitely, yeah. The sheer amount of people in it, there's double the amount in this that there was in The Priory last year. The amount of technical, the fact that it's farce is another reason, as I think Justin will back me up on.
Oh yeah,
farce
definitely.
Is so much more difficult to direct and act in than what
mean, there are people that watch this show knowing exactly at what time someone turned to the right and picked something up, and
word for word
they've
script
seen
as
it
well.
for so many years, and they know exactly what it should be, and we needed to go back to the original material and make sure that was right. But the script that we had was actually the television script. It wasn't written as a play, so Harry
in a way
and I
that helped as well, because we had the script to look at and learn lines from, and then everyone had the actual DVDs they could watch as well and follow that.
Yeah, getting all the mannerisms and things of how they sort of like how we did it.
Yeah, that was a very easy way of characterisation and getting into role.
And then on the flip side, there were really difficult things like having to adapt the play, or rather adapt the show for a play, because it was never intended to be performed the way we've done it.
Yeah.
So we had
the way that you did the set as well, with sort of like the 3 rooms sort of like together. It was very sort of it was exactly how it should be. Like as a play, it was very you could tell what was going on, and it wasn't just like it wasn't like, oh, you've just made like a small sort of set to coincide like from the TV. It was very, very good.
We've always prided ourselves on the quality of what we've produced, including from the acting to the directing to the production of it to the set build. So we wanted to get it as close to the programme as possible.
Yeah. No, it's very indeed. So, Harry, what are your plans now for the future? What's going to happen with you?
Next year, I'm hopefully off to a drama college in London.
Oh, very exciting.
I'm going to be doing an acting for stage course. That's my plan for the next 3 years, starting, in about a month now. God.
Oh, exciting times that'll be for you to head down to London from Nantwich.
Yeah, it should be good, that. Really looking forward to the next 3 years, see how that goes.
Yeah, and then seeing what the future holds, and you'll be no doubt on the West End at some point.
I'd like to think so, yeah.
I'm sure you will be.
Or Fawlty Towers on tour.
Yes, Fawlty Towers on tour, Justin, you could definitely do that. No, it's very, very good. Right then, Harry, thank you very much for giving us a call this evening.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon.